Bake like a bakery without the mess. If you love baking, these 10 Amazon finds are about to change the way you work in the kitchen. I picked the ones with the highest ratings and thousands of real reviews, so every single pick here actually holds up. A few of these are so good, they honestly feel like a bakery secret weapon. Welcome back to Gadget Vault. Every product is linked in the description below. Let's count down from 10 to the one gadget you need most. Kicking things off at number 10, the silicone baking cups. These reusable cups replace paper liners for good, and once you switch, you will never go back. They pop cupcakes and muffins out clean every single time. No sticking, no tearing, no wasted batter stuck to the paper. They are heat safe, dishwasher safe, and they store flat, so they barely take up space in a drawer. Reviewers love how much money they save over buying liners pack after pack. For anyone who bakes regularly, this is the kind of upgrade you wonder why you didn't make sooner. Easy yes at number 10. Next up at number 9, this measuring cups and spoons set. Baking is a science, and bad measurements are the number one reason recipes fail. This set gives you accurate, sturdy cups and spoons that actually nest together and stay organized in a drawer instead of scattered everywhere. The engraved markings do not fade or wash off after years of use like the cheap plastic ones do. It is a small purchase that quietly fixes a problem in almost every kitchen. Reviewers say it is the set they finally stopped replacing every year. Simple, reliable, and genuinely useful. Moving on to number 8, the cake decorating turntable. If you have ever tried to frost a cake evenly by walking around your counter, this solves that instantly. It spins smoothly so you can apply frosting in one continuous motion instead of choppy strokes that show every mistake. The non-slip base keeps your cake locked in place even while you are working fast. Home bakers and semi-pros both use this to get that clean, bakery-style finish. It turns a stressful step into one of the easiest parts of baking, a genuine level up for anyone who decorates cakes. Halfway there, number 7 is the adjustable rolling pin. It comes with removable rings that lock your dough to an exact, even thickness every time you roll. That means no more cookies that bake unevenly, because one side was thicker than the other. It works for pie crust, cookie dough, fondant, and more, so it earns its spot in the drawer many times over. The consistency it gives you shows up immediately in how professional your baked goods look. Reviewers who bake often say they reach for this over a regular pin now. A small tool that solves a real problem. Rolling on to number 6, the oven thermometer. Most home ovens run hotter or cooler than the dial says, and that alone ruins more baked goods than bad recipes do. This tiny gadget tells you the real temperature inside your oven, so you can adjust before you waste ingredients. It hangs or stands on any rack and is easy to read at a glance. For the price, it might be the single highest impact gadget on this entire list. Once you know your oven's real temperature, your baking gets noticeably more consistent. An easy yes that pays for itself fast. Getting closer, number 5 is the baking cooling rack. Cooling cookies and cakes directly on a hot pan makes them soggy on the bottom, and this fixes that completely. The wire design lets air flow underneath so everything cools evenly and stays crisp where it should be. It stacks flat for storage and doubles as a rack for glazing or drying. It is one of those unglamorous tools that quietly makes every single bake come out better. Reviewers say it is one of the most used items in their kitchen. Simple, sturdy, and genuinely useful. Almost there, number 4 is the piping bag and tip set. This is what turns a plain cupcake or cake into something that looks like it came from a real bakery. The set includes a full range of tips for borders, flowers, and lettering, plus reusable bags that are easy to clean. It gives beginners the confidence to try decorating techniques they would normally skip. Reviewers say the difference in their finished cakes was noticeable within the very first use. For the price, it is a huge jump in presentation. Definitely one worth grabbing. Top 3 now. Number 3 is the digital kitchen scale. Serious bakers weigh their ingredients instead of scooping cups, because it is simply more accurate and more consistent every single time. This scale switches between grams and ounces instantly and has a clean, easy-to-read display. It solves the classic problem of a cup of flour weighing differently, depending on how it was scooped. Once you start weighing ingredients, your bread and pastries come out noticeably more consistent. Reviewers who bake seriously say they reach for this every time now. A small habit change with a big payoff. Runner-up, number 2, is the silicone baking mat. These reusable mats replace parchment paper for good and give you a non-stick surface that holds up for years. Cookies release perfectly clean, and cleanup afterward takes seconds instead of scrubbing burnt spots off a pan. They also have measurement guides printed right on the surface, so rolling dough to the right size is effortless. Reviewers say they stopped buying parchment paper entirely after getting these. It is a small switch that saves money and hassle every single time you bake. Very close to the top spot. And my number 1 pick, the stand mixer. This is the gadget that changes everything, because it takes the hardest, most tiring part of baking completely off your hands. It handles heavy bread dough, whips egg whites to stiff peaks, and creams butter and sugar perfectly every single time. Once you own one, recipes you used to avoid because they were too much work suddenly become easy. It is a bigger investment than everything else on this list, but reviewers consistently say it was worth every penny. If you bake more than occasionally, this is the one upgrade that pays for itself in time and better results. That's my number 1 pick. Every link is in the description below. If this helped, subscribe, and I'll see you in the vault.